Hi, this is Camille Guermont-Pré. Sorry for the French name. Pardon my French. I'm the least talented guy of Arcado, so they made me the boss. And we're talking today about Hell Yeah, which is a 2D platformer with a twist that will take you places. About Ash, the little rabbit, who's supposed to be the Prince of Hell and to be badass, but he's not there yet. He's got a little thing for rubber ducks also that doesn't help, and he got caught in his bathtub, and the paparazzi put that on the Helternet, and as you know, when something goes on the Helternet, which is basically porn and ads, there's no way you can take it off. So you just have to kill everyone who saw it.
So pretty much there is such a thing as bad publicity, is what you're
yes,
saying.
there is, even in hell.
So what section of the game are we going to be taking a look at here today?
It's the tutorial, and our little Ash guy, who's easily bored, hates tutorial, and he just wants to go with it. Press X and say, okay, come on, I know the controls. Just stop bugging me with that. And he's got this weird guy who's supposed to be in charge of him and helping him, and says, no, I'm going to teach you stuff. And Ash is not agreeing with that at all.
All right, so this is the tutorial sequence you were mentioning?
Exactly. And there, as you can see, I mean, you're the Prince of Hell, but you're a tiny little rabbit, and as you will see, yeah, you want to go Mario on this platformer when you start, and you can't. I mean, even a little thorn is hurting you, so what the hell? And the idea is to build up. I mean, we designed the game also based on the mood where we wanted the player to be, and for the first 3 minutes we want you to be extremely frustrated because it's fun, first of all, and because we want you to have great fun when Nestor gives you the wheel and you can lash out and see all the monsters who took fun of you while you were by foot. You say, okay, I'm going back and I'm going to kick your ass, all of you.
So you got a little bit of a power trip there.
It's a bit of a power trip, and the idea of Hell Yeah, and something that I really find cool about it, is that it doesn't make sense in terms of production, but you have 100 different, unique monsters you just see once. And each of them, you have to kill them in a different way. And then you have to finish them, and then you have to kill them again, because we're in hell, just to make sure.
So I'm seeing a lot of different, well, now they're gone, but I saw a lot of different HUD elements there. Can you break down what all the different meters and gauges represent?
Oh, yeah. You've got the radar that helps you see all the monsters that you're supposed to kill to get to open the door. I mean, you need to have a certain number of souls for your door to open, so you need basically to kill the monster, clear the zone. You have the ammo because it's based on the heating. You can shoot as much as you want, but you have to wait for a bit for your gun to cool down. You also have the loot. You have a strange little little thing eating all your little.
Clean up all your gold there.
No. You use all the gold to be cool in the shop. We have like more 150 different ways of making you look silly. You can play even the wheel can be completely redone. You can play in a donut, yeah, and you can play with a top hat. You can play as an ass, and actually we will make you pay for that, and it's going to be compulsory down the line for a few minutes.
So here's the wheel power up you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. That's the moment where you say hell yeah, because you have some very hardcore heavy metal music, and you have all the vibration and all the frustration who can lash out. And now all the little thorn, all the little bugs that bugged you, and there's a little thing who told you, okay, you're naked and I'm behind the wall, you can't touch me. And say, okay, I will be back. He is going to be back right now, and we're going to treat him right. So a very subtle way of killing your monsters, and then killing them again. And that's it. So that's your first monster. It's
beautiful.
Done. Yes.
Beautiful.
And so this one you will never see him again. And there were 99 other ones, and you can read about his story in the Monster Index, because there's a reason why all these monsters came to hell, and we will see afterwards with another monster that we will meet in a few seconds, I think. He's got a story. I don't want to spoil too much, but his what can I say? He's called Shitsaw. There he is. He's called Shitsaw there, and when he was on Earth...
Quite literally.
Yes, when he was on Earth, he was just a little piece of shit, and he was trampled on quite a lot. And so when he came to Hell, he's got one wish.
Chainsaw.
Exactly. And we're going to take care of this one too. We're going to Beamo blast it quite hard. And we're going to have a very subtle death. Yes, exactly. This is French subtlety. Sorry about that, guys. And the last one is a little creepy, crawly thing who thinks he's the king.
With an eyeball.
Yeah, and he thinks he's the king. So it's some kind of a resident king or something. So let's take care of him. And this is the kind of thing that we want to be over the top so we can be funny, Right, there you go.
Yep.
No, that's our take on violence right now.
So I may have missed it. Did you cover what the blood meter going up the side of the screen. What that?
Basically, the blood mirror is your life. You know, you're in hell, you're a skeleton, so of course you need blood. That makes complete sense in a video game world. I love video games. And so the idea is that you can recharge. I'm not sure we're going to see it right now. Maybe we could go there and see Madame Fontaine. But before that, Nestor is introducing to the radar, you know, and is making some kind of bad joke about crystals. I don't know where that come from. But so each of them, so you have a map, as you can see, because the maps are quite big, and so sometimes we want you to feel a little bit lost, so you can explore. Basically, there are different levels of moods that we want to make.
Now, is there going to be, with a map that big, is there going to be any sort of backtracking, like,
yes.
I see an area that I can't access yet, but I get an item, come back to it?
Exactly. The drilling mechanism makes it for that. So that means that for the moment, you can only drill through rosish things. Oh, this is where your life gets better. Madame Fontaine, she's always been flowing for you, because you're the goddamn prince. So you have boob therapy, which is, I mean, we think international, makes you feel better, and now you're all pumped up. What was your question again? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's boob.
No.
That's
that
the
was
side effect of boob therapy.
I was asking about backtracking.
Oh yeah, you do have some backtracking if you want to do that. Some of them is a little bit compulsory, but most of it is just an extra to find some hidden zones and cool objects and new ways to look silly. Here is the shop, and in the shop you can buy missile and many different kind of stuff. I told you about looking like an ass. Can we just have a look at the little cheeky bum that we have done? Okay, you can play the whole game like an ass, but we're going to charge you for that. Okay.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Your development studio, Aikido, have you guys done some Xbox Live indie games in the past?
Yeah, that was kind of an experiment. You know, my job is to keep reality outside of the studio and try to work with the best guy I know. I've been doing that for 12 years now, and we always have the fear to come to our level of incompetence. You know, we started with mobile game in 1999, and then we went with the DS. We made 2 titles with Nintendo and with Eidos and other people. But then, when we wanted to go HD, bigger screen, we always feared that we would go to a level of incompetence. So we wanted to try it on a specific ground.
And test the waters a little bit.
Yes,
first.
Exactly. And see if it's good. Okay. And so the idea was I pick up 2 guys from the company, and they have 30 days, 30, to make a game. And on day 31, the game is out. And if it sucks, shame on them. And so we made 3 games like that, 3 first Aikido series, which are pretty much appreciated by our public, even if it's a very small game. They like it a bit. And we made the number 4 for the Windows Phone 7. It was a shoot 'em up called OMG, and basically this started as Aikido Series 5, and then the idea of the Aikido series was to make some prototypes.
I was going to ask, were there any like sort of lessons or takeaways from the first 3 the Aikido series games that made it into Hell Yeah?
I wouldn't say that way, but what we wanted to find were concepts which could have been deep, and we could try to put some more energy in it. And when with Hell Yeah, we started like a drill dozer, but then afterwards, say, okay, let's add all these kind of funny things. It could be good, and so that's when we decided to make it a whole experience, a 12 hours long experience, multi-platform if we could, and have fun doing it.
So it looks like we picked up a carrot shooting rocket launcher at some point during that explanation.
Of course.
You want to set that up for us real quick?
Yeah, well, I mean...
Although, I mean, really, what else is there to add?
Well, homing carrots rules. I mean, it's a very good way to kill a flying brain. Because he was one of the Earth's most famous trillionaires, and he had to escape his body for tax reasons. And then there was an electrical failure and he couldn't go back to his brain. So it's now a very pissed brain, and you have to kill it, just like everyone.
Just a regular, just sort of everyday scenario you'd find yourself in.
Yes, exactly. Before breakfast.
So as we're wrapping up here, can you give the folks at home an idea of when Hell Yeah is going to be available? And on what platforms?
Yeah, cool. So what we know for sure is that today, the game has been sent for certification to Microsoft. It's not already the case from the PSN version. It will take a few more weeks, I guess. And basically, we didn't get the slot on Xbox Live Arcade, Summer of Arcade, which sucks, to be honest. Yeah. So we're going to be a little bit after that. But the game is done. It's ready to roll.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for taking us through it.
Yeah, you're welcome.